All right, if you're not cutting small pieces like this, then it could be a problem. Check this out. I've got Marin, and she's making a small box, and she wants to put these little splines in the corners like that. That's going to actually do two things. It's going to make a nice little detail on her box, but it's also going to strengthen the corners, because when we glue two 45s together, it's not all that strong. Putting these two splines in will make it much stronger. But she wants to cut these, and I gave her a line. They don't have to be very accurate. There's a little line here. And what she did was she came over and she set up a stop block. However, she set the stop block up for the piece that she's not keeping. So that was one small mistake. She was doing the right thing, setting up a stop block, or at least she thought she was doing the right thing. And so I explained to her that whenever you set up a stop block, you always want to set the stop block up for the piece, the size that you're keeping. So in this case, normally what we would do is we put a block of wood here right up against the end, and we clamp it. However, the next thing that I want to explain is that when you're cutting small pieces like this, especially a lightweight piece like this, they have a tendency to want to lift up and kind of fly away from all the air that's created by the blade. So we don't actually want to use a stop block in this case. And these pieces don't have to be perfectly accurate, because we're just making these splines. We're going to let them stick out a little bit, and then we'll cut them and sand them down later. So in this case, what I said she should do is she lines it up so that she knows about how long they are. And then we just put a little mark on the fence so that when we cut these, and you'll see in just a second what happens when we cut them. That piece flies away. All right, if there was a stop block there, that piece would be trapped between the stop block and the blade, and maybe have a tendency to go up into the blade more rather than away from the blade. There's no space for it to go. In this case, there'd be some space because all we used was a line and we didn't use a stop block. And that's how I'd cut small pieces. And that is your tip of the day.